Okie doke. Here we go. Nice and live. Nice and live here. How are you doing tonight? I'm going to lower this light. It's kind of bright. There. How's everybody doing tonight? Or morning or afternoon or whatever time it is in your country. Ezekiel Hella is first. To all the people that say first. Hey, my favorite YouTuber. What's up? Hola, amigos. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Tell me how you're doing. Keep asking that question. No one's... He isn't live now. I'm live right now. Matt. 8:04 in New York. That sounds about right. It is 7:04 here in Dallas. It's midnight in Morocco. Very cool. Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. What's going on? What damage done? Well, guys, for those of you that don't know, I was in New York this weekend at a event, the Synergy Global Forum, and I did a lot of cool stuff. Met a lot of cool, influential people, and listened to some of the brightest minds on the planet talk about some of the most important things of our generation. Pretty great. And on top of that, I got my book signed by Mr. Belfort. That's a beautiful signature, right? Like, even, yeah. Anyways, pretty cool. Let's see. How far away is Alex Becker if you live in Dallas? Oh, he's like down the street, right north of where I live. Money hungry people here. There are. There always is. What's wrong with being money hungry though? I mean, at least a little bit. You'll be a little money hungry. Yeah, Matt, that is a little creepy question, isn't it? I agree. So, anyways, this whole live stream, I just want to answer some questions anybody has about this past weekend and the things that, I guess it's not really questions, but I want to talk a little bit about some things that I picked up, some things that I learned, and some people that I met and everything like that. I just finished editing a video about it that I'm going to upload probably after I'm done with this stream. And I hope you guys like it, but I just want to give you guys, the live viewers, a little taste of what happened. So it was a lot of fun. It was really it was life-changing experience for sure. Listening to all these people talk, tons of different people. So yeah, I took some notes, of course, in this little booklet here about the event. Guy Kawasaki was one of the first speakers, and he talks about being disruptive in the market, like Steve Jobs was. So he talks about, how to completely reinvent an entire market, which is really cool, and talked about that and how to do stuff like that. And then we had a panel of some other, people that talked about founding their companies and stuff. Did you get mauled? Yes, I did. There was I actually got not assaulted, but almost assaulted by this homeless guy. It was actually pretty scary. I was leaving Sunday morning, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was dark and rainy and stuff, and he just came out of nowhere and started yelling at me for nothing. I didn't understand what he was saying, but it was crazy. So kind of spooky. But Let's see. It's 02:05 in South Africa. That is pretty late. You should probably go to bed. That's crazy. Can you tell me if tactical arbitrage works in UK? Yeah, absolutely. It works in UK, it works in Spain, it works in Germany, it works in Canada, obviously United States. It works in Japan, and it will work in Australia whenever the Australian market, opens up. Yeah, that is New York for you. It's a pretty interesting experience, for sure. Let's see if I've got any fun pictures that I want to share with everybody. Let's see, it would be under wherever I put it. So let's see if I can't remove this and move this over here. That's a little loud. Anyways, so we stayed, and by we I mean me and Ryan. Me and Ryan went on this trip together to New York, and we stayed in this penthouse. It was like on the 67th floor of this building. It was insane. And let me move myself out of the way, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about here. But it was just crazy. I can't even move myself. Oh, there we go. So we stayed at this place. This is the view from our apartment, or penthouse, I guess I should say. It's a pretty sick view. That was this was at sunrise on Friday morning. So yeah, pretty or maybe this was sunset. Either sunrise or sunset. I think this was sunrise. But it was crazy beautiful out there. It was crazy. What's up, Daniel? Fell asleep while waiting for the stream. 2 a.m. Yeah, I tried to get it going a little earlier, but I was wrapping up another video, so I gotta take what you get. But yeah. So this was crazy. Anyways, getting to stay here, beautiful. We stayed. There's the rivers, Manhattan Island, downtown, stuff like that. Pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what else there was that could be worth talking about. Of course, there was the one and only Gary. Got to listen to him talk. He's really cool. He basically just told us how rare it is to be a human being, and then he yelled at us for not doing more with our lives, and that's what he talked about pretty much the whole time. But it was really cool. I interviewed Jimmy Wales right here. He's the founder of Wikipedia. So I asked him about fake news on Facebook, and I asked him about how he feels about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and stuff. So he was interesting to talk to. And then, of course, Sir Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group, like Virgin Mobile, Virgin Airlines, Virgin other stuff, tons of, all sorts. He's a founder of like everything, right? Let's see what else. Oh, where was it? This was funny. There was a funny one. Where'd it go? Okay, so this is Jack Welch. He's a previous CEO of GE, I think. Yeah, GE. Listen to this guy's voice. It's terrible.
Crisis management is the same as it's always been. The president. Number one, candidate, knowing that there's going to be blood on the floor at the end of the crisis.
He can hardly talk. It is just really old, I guess. Oh man. Can you post links to all the people you talked to? Yes, I will. So like I said, I compiled all of the kind of stuff I'm showing you guys into a cool video. Not really a vlog, but kind of just like put everything into one video that I'm going to upload after this. And then when I upload that, I will link to everybody that I saw while I was there. I don't even know what this video is. Oh, this is just him walking in. I think he did a little airplane thing here, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, of course, the Wolf himself, Jordan Belfort. But I already interviewed him last week, but got to actually meet him. He's, like I said, he signed my book, wherever that went. So look at that! Look at that beautiful handwriting. You know, to Jordan from Jordan. Pretty funny. Oh man, there's so much other stuff that happened. Like, I don't even. Here's me and Ryan at the at the. So the after party was hosted by Paris Hilton. If you don't know who Paris Hilton is, I guess you can just Google her. But she was the DJ at the event. Let me see if I can't find the video I took of her. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that was interesting. Really kind of weird. Met up with some people. This was one of my viewers that he was there. He met up with me. Actually, did kind of a mini interview. I should have filmed it, but I did get a picture with him. But he was asking me all sorts of Amazon questions and stuff like that. So that was cool. And then Amanda Cerny, who is a big Instagram influencer. She's got like 12 million followers or something, and I took a couple pictures with her as well. And actually, Ryan got to interview her, which is cool. And oh man, there's tons of other stuff, but I'm gonna quit boring you guys with this. Let me see if I can't. If anybody's got any like questions or whatever, as far as what's going on, you know, I'll blow myself back up. Man, all right. How tall are you, bro? I am 6'3", so pretty tall. Pretty tall. So Chris, this event was the Synergy Global Forum. I actually was press at this event, as you can see by my little name tag here. Got to go pretty much anywhere in the event and take pictures and videos and stuff like that, so that was cool. But it was a 2-day event in New York City. Michael, I told everybody on my social media like weeks ago. I was like, listen, I'm going to be in New York City on this weekend. If anybody wants to meet me, then let me know. So obviously you didn't watch my video that I uploaded a few weeks ago about this event. So it's still on my YouTube channel. Go watch it. And I say, if anybody wants to meet up with me, I'll be there. I posted on Instagram, posted on Snapchat while I was there. So you just don't follow me closely enough. But you know, you should have come. It was a great time. The press cost more, so actually I was invited to the event, so I didn't have to pay anything because I'm an influencer myself. So I got invited to cover the event, so it was pretty cool. Did you get mauled by a bear or something? Yeah, Max, I did. It's like you asked me earlier. I got actually attacked by a homeless guy. So. So what happened, yeah, but yeah, my hair's kind of out of control today as well. Let's see. Advise us some cool books? Oh, you betcha. All right, so all my books are in the other room, but, you know, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is a good book, actually, if you want to learn how to sell stuff. You know, Jordan Belfort, he's kind of a jerk in real life, but he's pretty good at selling stuff, so. But let me tell you a story about Jordan Belfort. Let me tell you about the day that I met Jordan Belfort. It was great. So this was Friday. He's supposed to speak at the event at 6:30. And me and Ryan are supposed to interview him at 6:15. So we were going to do a quick little 10-minute interview backstage before he goes on stage, right? So he's supposed to go on stage at 6:30. So it's 6:45. 15 minutes after he's supposed to be on stage. He gets there, comes in the room backstage. It's like it's not necessarily a makeup room, but it's kind of like where the people that are going to go on stage sit before they go on stage. And so he comes in and he's like, he's like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And shake some hands. I get him to sign my book, and then he goes, where's my assistant? I need my drink. And then walks out of the room. Okay, and then his assistant comes in like 60 seconds later and says, sorry guys, Jordan doesn't feel like doing interviews tonight. Doesn't feel like doing interviews tonight. And it wasn't just us there. It was the street, which is like a newspaper in New York, and they were all going to interview him, and he was just like, he shows up late, doesn't feel like it, and just walked out. So that was a nice experience. It was kind of funny, but also really weird, honestly. But yeah. Where can you get the book? Amazon, guys. Amazon. That's where you can get anything, Yeah, Jordan from your stream looked pressed to finish. Yeah, exactly. He wasn't very prepared. He just doesn't seem very prepared, to be completely honest. It was kind of interesting. Really, really interesting. But yeah, so yeah, he seemed rude in the interview you posted. I agree, Matt. He's smart. I think. I think he knows a lot about what he's talking about as far as the stock market and stuff. But he's a wolf, right? He's the wolf of Wall Street. So I mean, I don't think being nice is part of being the wolf. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to talk about Amazon? Just saying. Sure, I'll talk about Amazon if you really want me to. Don't know what you want me to talk about Amazon, but we can talk about it. How do you find out about the book? I bought it on pre-order whenever it was on pre-order like a month ago. So, yeah. Let's see. Is it wise to buy products online for cheaper than ship them to FBA when they arrive? How do I guarantee the price will stay the same? There is no guarantee, Sam. There's no guarantee with anything. Okay? You just, yeah. But let's see. How much longer will your course be open? Probably indefinitely at this point. I've opened it to a point where I've added everything that I want. Of course, I'll keep updating and adding videos as I go along. But I've got a good stream of students coming in as well as students finishing. So basically, students will come in, they'll go through the whole course, they'll become successful and move on. And then I take in new students. And then honestly, previous students will also help the new students as well. So it's at a good equilibrium point right now. If I were to, if I were to start running a ton of ads on YouTube or Facebook and constantly be trying to get people to join, then I would probably get to a point where I couldn't handle it. So, but right now, it's at a really good point where I've got students coming in and students, I mean, obviously you don't ever leave the course, you always have access to it, but they get to the point where they're already successful and they just continue selling. And then they will actually come back and help the newer students, which is really cool. And Amazon's back ordered. Yes, exactly. That is the back ordered stuff on Amazon can be pretty good. Can be pretty obnoxious, honestly, because the back order people get the buy box. It's silly. How do I buy your course? You can check the link right below this video, and you can use the code BIG15 for 15% off. But the 15% off is only for live stream viewers. So, as always. Let's see. I live in a country where it's not in a list of country. Dre Blacks. What you can do is you can actually found an LLC in the United States, okay, using a virtual address. Once you have that virtual address, that you set up an LLC in the United States, and then you can actually sell from that address. So you don't actually have to live in the United States, okay, but you can run your business from that virtual address. So you never actually have to go there, because I know there are a few countries that you can't sell from according to Amazon, but that's how you circumvent that issue. Let's see. Your current students will always have access. I tend to go back. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was saying. You know, I'm not by any means pushing students out or anything like that. It's not like you know, you graduate and then you can't come back anymore or whatever. I was actually thinking about doing graduations for like my successful students and just kind of showcasing them and giving them like diplomas or something fun. I don't know. I just think that would be fun. But you will always have access to all of the course content as well as the group forever. So don't worry about anything like that. You know, lifetime access forever. Do you know about tax benefits for Amazon business? Yeah, it's the same tax benefits you would get for any self-employed business. You know, so it's pretty normal. Yeah, Diego, that is the coupon code BIG15. What's the cost for an LLC? That's a good question. It can vary depending on the state. I believe it can range from maybe like $100 to up to $400 or sometimes more depending on the state. I know you don't want to do it in New York because it's expensive in New York. Here in Texas, I think I paid maybe $200, but like I said, some other states are cheaper as well, so you just have to look around. Using the LLC in the US, how does taxes work? Your business will be taxed just like every other business, so you will still have to pay taxes like every other person in the United States, but you'll just pay taxes using your EIN instead of your social security number. Was your trip a tax write-off? Absolutely. It was a business trip, so everything that I did on that trip was absolutely a tax write-off. Levon says it's 125 in Florida. I've heard that Florida is one of the cheapest places, so I would look at Florida if you live in a country there you can't start Amazon. So why should I make an LLC? So an LLC protects, it's a limited liability company, so it'll protect you from being, if you get sued. So if someone sues you because you have a bad product or whatever, they can sue your business, but they can't come and take your house and your car and all of your other properties. They can just take your business, and that's really helpful. So Savage Traveling says 175 in Indiana, so a little more expensive in Florida. 300 to 600 in Texas. Yes, it's very true. Matt says it's 85 in Arizona. XJDZL says 50 in Arkansas. So if you can register in Arkansas, maybe that would be something you could do. Let's see. For the invoices that are needed to get ungated, does the prep facility address apply, or does it need to? It needs to be the same address that is registered in your seller account. And it has to be the same business name. So if you're just using your name, it has to be your name. If you're using a business name, it has to be the business name. But it has to be the same address that's in your seller account. It has to match exactly. That is the stipulation for the invoice to get ungated. Bing. Let's see, $50 in Missouri for an LLC. There you go. Do you carry insurance as well? Of course. I recommend you get inventory insurance and company insurance as well. So what's more profitable, PL or selling wholesale? They're both wildly profitable if you know what you're doing. People make millions and millions of dollars a year by doing either or. Some people do both. I do both. I would recommend just doing both. But I mean, I think private label is probably a little easier to get into than wholesale, but you can definitely get into wholesale, kind of moving forward. Need a virtual address. How much does it cost? Daniel, that's a good question. I don't actually know. I know I have a virtual agent, but he's here in Dallas, and I pay $100 a year for that. So I can't imagine it'd be any more than that. $100 for a whole year. You could probably find places cheaper if you just Google like virtual address, and then you want to make sure that address will receive mail on your part. So you could set up a PO box and then have it forwarded to where you live. Well, that would probably be a pain. There's places that will scan your mail in actually, and that's what my company does. The registered agent I have he's actually in Plano, which is close to Dallas. But yeah, I think you'll need a virtual address. I'm not sure what address. If you're using, I'm assuming you're using your address in Israel. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think wholesalers would ship to you. Yeah, you can set up a virtual address. I think it will work like that. Um, you could, for the time being, you change your address in your seller account to your address for your prepper, for your third party prepper, and then you can maybe use that address to get ungated, because you would ship those goods from your invoice to that address anyways. So that could work. I don't know. It's an interesting problem. Now we're talking. If I do your course, it'll tax. Yes, it will, absolutely. So my course would technically be a tax write-off as well, because it is business education. Exactly. What state am I located in? I'm in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. In your email the other day, you mentioned it's hard to scale over 100K a year in arbitrage. You talking about profit or in sales in general? Can you expand on that a little? Yeah, that's probably profit. It's not. It is difficult, but it's doable, especially if you start outsourcing things to virtual assistants. Then you can really get going pretty well. But other than that, it can be kind of difficult to scale past that. Let's see. Can you recommend a company that provides e-commerce LLC insurance? Just Google. Google's your best friend when it comes to looking for that kind of stuff, because everybody needs kind of different coverage. Let's see. My virtual address allows mail forwarding to my personal address. Leave on. Maybe share with Daniel which company you're using for virtual address, because that would be awesome. Let's see. And it looks like Percy's also in the same boat as far as a virtual address. Let's see. Why Amazon FBA instead of Shopify? Shopify is expensive to run ads. There's a lot of overhead when it comes to Shopify. Really, your only overhead with Amazon is your inventory, which is exactly what you want it to be. With Shopify, you don't own anything. You literally own nothing. You don't own any inventory. You really don't even own a website. Shopify kind of owns your website. There's nothing. You're just making money out of nothing, which to some people can be cool, but I run a legitimate business. I want to own inventory, have stock in my warehouse, and stuff like that. So that's what I like FBA instead of Shopify. Plus, I think it's easier, way easier. Let's see. If I sold the product on eBay, bought it on Amazon, and shipped to the customer, the box comes, and that it will be Amazon box, may look where to the buyers a way around this. Sam, there's not really a way around it unless you want to ship it to yourself first, which would be, it'd be kind of stupid to do, because you would be paying double in shipping, but it's usually not a problem. I fulfill orders off of Amazon to eBay all the time, never have had an issue. So most people on eBay aren't too picky or whatever. Have you used a Mazal? Yes, I've used a Mazal. I don't like it. It's slow. It sucks, in my opinion. I like Jungle Scout better. Let's see. When you have time, send me a message. Percy, I will probably forget. So if you got a question, just shoot me an email. That's going to be the best way to get a hold of me. And for everybody that emailed me over the weekend, I apologize if I didn't reply right away. I did not have any Wi-Fi in the place we stayed at in New York. Plus, it was just nonstop going for 2 days straight. So I replied to all of my emails today. So I'm completely caught up. If you emailed me and I didn't reply to you, then I must have missed it. But I'm pretty sure I replied to everybody's emails. So, how big is your warehouse? I don't actually know. So there you go. I have no idea. Like square footage wise, I don't know. Am I able to use my dog for a model in a PL shop for a listing? Yeah, no, go ahead. If it's a dog product, and you can actually get your dog to sit still and take a good picture, then yeah, by all means. Just know that it probably shouldn't be the main image. The main image is supposed to be just the product on a white background. But any supplemental pictures, like your second picture or your third picture, can be your product in use. So let's say you're selling dog collars. I don't know what you're selling, Matt, but if it was dog collars, put the collar on your dog and take a picture of him. So that's, yeah, you can absolutely do that. Let's see. Marcus says, I'm a new seller as of last month and I have a list of products that I'm about to purchase. What's the highest purchase amount that you recommend for a new seller? Marcus, it can be whatever you want. I've had students come in and they've talked to me. They're like, listen, I've got $20,000 that I want to use to start this business. And I say, that's awesome. Let's do it. And they will spend that $20,000 on products within a month, and they will see that money come back to them in a pretty high ROI. So doesn't matter if you've got $100, great. If you've got $100,000, great. You don't need a ton to start, but the more the merrier. Let's see. What do you do if you get a refund on eBay? Not a problem. You just ship it back. You just get a shipping label and ship it back. Or you can eat the cost, and that's usually what I do because it can kind of be a pain to do returns. Let's see, Diego's 16. He's been wanting to start for a while, and he's seriously interested in learning. Where should I start? So, YouTube. All right, so you can watch all my videos on YouTube. You can watch. There's other videos as well as mine. Forum posts, blog posts, podcasts, whatever. So that will get you there, and that's kind of the free route. And it'll probably take you a few months to learn everything you need to know. So that's why I made the mentorship program that I have. That is 5 hours long, or really like 4.5 hours long. Concise, straight to the point, no BS, just, knowledge, all right? Just knowledge, okay? So that's the other option. If you've got a ton of time, and you don't mind, researching and figuring this all out and spending months doing it, then that's the free route. If you want to learn everything literally today, then, links right below this video and you can get a 15% off coupon, okay? But that's why I made it, because I know that people are busy and people don't have time to sit and research a ton of stuff. They want to know how to do things now. And I wish that I had that opportunity when I started Amazon. But unfortunately, I was the guy that spent months researching and trying to figure everything out. So it's kind of a pain. Let's see. When shipping from China, do you always use companies like DHL to handle everything, or is there a better solution? Depends. If I'm shipping something via air, yeah, I'll typically, or if it's small and lightweight, I'll use like DHL, UPS, FedEx. I use Flexport for everything else, any of my larger shipments that either go on the ocean or whatever like that. So Flexport's what I recommend. See, how do you determine what's going to sell quickly? I see a lot of concentration on profit and cost, but how do you determine that actually going to sell? Good question. The sales rank. All right, so get a extension called Keepa. Look at the sales rank. And the lower the sales rank, the more likely it is to sell. In fact, you can take that sales rank and you can put it in the Jungle Scout Sales Estimator, which is a free tool from Jungle Scout. Just Google Jungle Scout Sales Estimator, just put that into Google, first result, and then you pick the category that the product's in, and then you type in the sales rank. And I'd recommend using the 30 or 90-day average sales rank instead of whatever it's actually ranked at that certain time. So take that 30 or 90-day average, put that into the estimator, and it will tell you how many sales per month that product sells. And that's how you estimate sales. Daniel says, something funny happened to me today. Asked my uncle in the US to buy my product for review. Asked him to pay with PayPal. He said, no need, make money for a ticket here. What? No need, make money for a ticket here? I am not sure what you mean, but I'm sure it was funny. Can this completely replace a full-time job? Sam, absolutely. I started this a little over a year ago while I was working my full-time engineering job. In about 4 months, I completely replaced that income and then surpassed it. So now I'm making significantly more than what I was making at my engineering job. So yes, it can replace your income and it can actually exceed it. quite a bit. Do you think there is still a new Dre? I don't even know. I tried to read it, but it's just work on your grammar, I guess. What profits should you shoot for in arbitrage before giving PL a go? Depends on what you want, man. I mean, like if you want to completely fund your PL, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, I do both, and I think you're thinking at it kind of a weird way. If you're trying to fund your PL product entirely from arbitrage, then see how much your PL product is going to cost you. If it's going to cost you $700, there's your answer. If it's going to cost you $1,000, that's your answer. If it's going to cost you $1,500, that's your answer. So, do you know about the chat tools with Amazon? The chat tools with Amazon? No, unless you're talking about chatting with Seller Central. I don't know. This new seller has a unlimited budget on ads. Pay-per-click costs 3 to 5 for page 1. Gets mods, sells than me, even though I'm pay on my listing and listing is better. His grammar, I can't. Sorry, I can't with the grammar. Whew. Man. You make me feel bad about my usually good English. Honestly, Daniel, your English actually is really good, especially for someone whose English is not for, like, I've got friends who English is their first language and they speak way worse English than you. So do not feel bad. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Oh man. Do you make money as a YouTuber? If so, how much? Austin, if you didn't notice, you can go watch any of my videos ad-free. There's no ads on any of my videos, and I'm not planning on putting them on there anytime soon. If I ran ads on my videos, I would probably be making about $6,000 or $7,000 a month just from ads on YouTube, but I don't do that because I think ads are really annoying. There you go. Let's see. How much different does a product need to be a PL? It can be the same thing, but I recommend changing it at least a little bit, making it a little better. You know, try to make the world a better place with your product. Let's see. Super tired, huh? Who's Ryan Scribner? Ryan Scribner is one of my friends who invests in the stock market. Taught me a lot of really good stuff about the stock market. You can actually take his course about investing in the stock market for $14. So, or at least starting at $14. He lets you take the first half of the course for $14. So 1-4, pretty nice. And you can link below if you want to check that out if you're interested in the stock market or investing. Generally, there's a certain number of products you try to buy at a time for PL inventory level wise. Do you keep inventory at your warehouse, for example? Yeah. I usually buy a month's worth. If it's a PL, I'll probably buy 3 months worth of what I think will sell. I keep my inventory mostly at the FBA warehouse because it's cheap to, Dre says, do you think Deer is still a place for new Amazon? I don't know what that means. I wish I could answer you, but I don't know what it means. Marcus says, please put ads on. I don't mind it. Get your money. Marcus, it's not about the money. The thing with ads is you come to watch one of my videos, you get an ad for, I don't know, Alex Becker or some other YouTuber or some other thing. You click on that ad and you go somewhere else. So you're no longer watching my video. You're going to do something else. I would much rather my viewers come watch my videos and not leave. So that's another reason why I don't run ads. Plus, I don't really care all that much about money. I make enough money to sustain myself, live happily ever after. Don't care about an extra few $1,000s a month from YouTube ads. Plus, the YouTube ad platform is broken and I don't want to be a part of it. YouTube I believe they take 60% of the ad revenue away from the creators, which I think is so stupid and unfair. I get it that it's their platform, but it's not fair that they take all that money away from the creators, and I just don't want to be a part of it at all. So there you go. Daniel broke 3K in revenue yesterday since 110, the 1st of October. So that's a whole 3K in a month when I started selling. Nice, Daniel. Real nice. Real nice. Let's see. If a product has a really low rank but has few FBA sellers, should you still buy the product? Those are two good things, Sam. If it's got a low rank and few FBA sellers, those are two good things. So yes, two good things right there. Got handmade clothes and hats. How can I add to Amazon? Can I find the category? It would probably be under homemade. You'd have to apply to sell in the homemade category. Is it practical to set up multiple LLCs to sell on Amazon under different names? No, honestly not really. You can just sell under one account, no big deal. Screening on streaming, can I answer your question? I have to find it because I must have passed it and I don't see it. I thought you didn't need a warehouse if you dropship. I'm confused. Yeah, I do not dropship. Not a dropshipper. You don't need a warehouse if you dropship, but I'm not a dropshipper. So there you go. Let's see. Highest sales yesterday ended with 277. 277 in one day. Nice. Real nice. From the 3 links in the description, can you please specify which link is for what? I mean, they're labeled. The first link is learning how to make money on Amazon. That is my program that I teach you how to make money on Amazon the same way I do. The next link is you learn how to invest and save that money. That is Ryan's investing stock market program. That's only $14 to start. And then the last one is tactical arbitrage, which I probably should remove just because we're not really talking about that in this one. I just left it in there from last time, so that's my bad. But that's just a program that I use a lot when it comes to selling on Amazon. So it's a very, very cool program. And I completely lost my place because a bunch of comments came in. So if I miss yours, I'm sorry. Let's see, typical time until breaking 3K profit in sales. Don't know, man. I've got students that have done that in a month, and I've got people that are still working on that. I did it in about a month too. Results vary, no guarantees, of course. What's it like being a YouTuber? Do you ever get nervous? Because I'm thinking of one. Have any tips? Austin, for sure. I've actually been making YouTube videos for a decade now. So 10 years. You get nervous the first time, but honestly not anymore. I don't mind getting on the camera like I am right now and talking to you guys and just chatting about whatever's going on. And God, my hair is a mess today. Jeez, I just need to go get it cut. You know, it's just crazy. But it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun being a YouTuber, especially when you build a community around yourself and that community supports you and you know, is uplifting. That's always fun. So I've built a pretty cool community, and I really like all of my subscribers, a lot of them, and I've got to know a lot of them too. So I recommend it. If you're going to start a YouTube video or a YouTube channel, you should do it. Depending on what it's about. You know, if it's something stupid, then don't do it. But selling on Amazon be a side job? Yeah, of course. I started it as a side job. The fight game. Okay, I think Dre is trying to ask if there's still opportunities for new sellers on Amazon. The answer is yes. Of course, it's actually a very opportune time right now, even more so than it's been in the past. So yes, Dre. I do think Deer is still a place for new Amazon seller. I need to scale quickly. I hate my 9-to-5 job. Help. I feel you, buddy. Stick in there. You do it. You do it. I need extra PayPal cash. Join the party. Cool story. Sold a restricted product and nothing happened. It's all fake news. I also sold a restricted product for a while and nothing happened. It was fake news. But I've also talked to people that have been suspended, and I personally have been suspended for selling restricted products. So just take it with a grain of salt. What do you have against drop shipping? I like actually owning my inventory with drop shipping. One, you do not know what the product is. You never see the actual product. You never have the product inspected. It's shipped from some random person over in China. The shipping takes forever, several weeks. I like owning my physical inventory, and it's, I don't know. I just don't like the model. I just don't like it. Gabriel's a new subscriber. What's up, Gabriel? Thanks for subscribing. Let's see. Yes, you can do this as a side job, Max. I already answered that. Phone keeps buffering. Well, I don't know. It says I'm streaming. It says everything's green on my half. So I guess it might be your internet. I don't know. Thanks for the honest reply. You could easily just BS and said XYZ days my program. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, Eric. I'm not going to be like, take my program and you'll be rich in a month. Like that's total BS. And if someone says that to you, that should immediately trigger like this isn't real kind of, get with it. So no, I'm going to be honest and tell you, I do have students that have done it, but I do have students that are still working to get there. So, there's no BS going on around here. Good morning from Hong Kong. Good morning. What is it in Hong Kong? It's almost 9 a.m. I think, if I'm doing the math right. Like Hong Kong's the only other time zone that I know because I do so much work in China. So like I know China time pretty well. They're like 13 hours ahead of me. So let's see. Private label, OA, RA, or wholesale. Which do you think is the best to make a living off of? Why not all of them? Why do you think that you need to pick one? Private label does not take a lot of time. Once you find a product, then it's just smooth sailing. OA, that can be time consuming, but you hire some VAs to do it for you. RA, I don't really like just because I don't like going to stores. Wholesale, again, once you find some products, you set up a wholesale account, smooth sailing. Just do all of them. Start with one that makes sense for you to start with. When did you start selling products on Amazon? A little over a year ago. Can I translate your videos and re-up them to my channel? I'd rather you not, to be honest. In fact, if you did, I would probably report them because they're my videos and I spend a lot of time building content. What you can do, if you really wanted to translate, you can send me the captions for whatever language you want and I can add them to the already existing video. But no, I'd rather you not take my videos and translate and re-up them. Please don't do that. How good are you at getting girls? So I have a girlfriend that I've been dating for over a year now. So I don't play those kinds of games, I guess. But before that, pretty good. Jordan's a straight shooter. You know it. How sad do you feel selling out an OA product that you can't get a good deal on anymore? Yeah, no, I was selling some of these bubbles actually. I don't remember what brand, but they were bubbles, and a big seller over summer. Sold hundreds and hundreds of units of these bubbles over the summer, and then they ran out of stock from the place I was buying at, and I was like, oh man, because it was like 130% ROI on these bubbles, and it was just, it was beautiful, but ran out of stock, and then I ran out of stock, and then, maybe next summer we'll do it again. Stream keeps buffering. I really don't know. Everything is green on my end, so I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm sorry. Maybe change the quality if you hit the little gear. I have a little gear over here and change it to like a lower quality, then maybe that'll work. But I don't know. Any thoughts on Frontier Co-op? It's great for getting ungated in grocery. That's what I used to get ungated in grocery. So that is what I'm saying. Do you have an estimate for the amount of OA products you have on Amazon? Is it better to have more of one product or be diverse with less amounts of multiple products? Less amounts of multiple products is the way to go. I would only get maybe a month's worth of products at a time. Can new Amazon sellers put video in the description of their listings? No, they can't. In fact, you have to get like partnered and you have to get brand registry and stuff like that before you can even do that. Is it problematic to sell from another country with all the virtual address and LLC stuff, or money just can solve anything? Money can solve just about anything when it comes to setting up your business. Yes, you have to get a virtual address. Yes, you have to get an LLC, but it's absolutely doable. I've got students from all over the world in like almost every country that I've ever heard of selling in the United States. So definitely possible. Let's see. What's the ratio of people who have been successful to people who have not using your program? I like this question. And I like this question because it's the ratio of people that, so I think I've had 300 something students. And you know, I really don't know how many are successful because not everybody tells me. You know, I know there's several students that are they're already selling. Yes, I have an itchy nose, by the way. I don't know why. I think it's like allergy season or something. But, you know, I don't know an exact statistic, but I'll tell you this. If you actually try and stick with it, there's really no reason that you won't be. So really the students that aren't successful, the students that like fail and give up, I wouldn't even include them in that ratio because they don't count. They give up. And it's like, you know, going to college and then dropping out. You know, you still got into college, right? You still got accepted, but you quit. So I wouldn't really necessarily count them, but honestly, I don't have an exact ratio. I'm sure I would say a large majority have at least made some money selling online, and a decent amount, you know, maybe 100, have actually made the course's cost back. You know, I've got several people that message me saying that they've already made enough money to pay for the whole course. So, but yeah. Almost all these questions talk about Amazon. I know I get tired of answering Amazon questions sometimes. I wish people would ask me about other things. You know, life's not just about Amazon; it's about other stuff too. So I don't know. Have you ever visited your Chinese suppliers in person? Nope. How do you find about entrepreneur conferences and such? The conference I just went to, I got an email asking me to go. So that's how I found out about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go. If you pay for me. And then they're like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'll go for free. That's fine. Saved up a little money. Where you recommend I start? I would start with OA. That's on the low end as far as money required. Dre again. You are real youth. Big up yourself. See, I have no idea what that means, man. Anybody want to try to take a stab at translating that? How much time per day do you spend on arbitrage? PL? Arbitrage you will spend more time on than PL. For the past few weeks, I've been going pretty hard at it, spending a couple hours at least every day on arbitrage. PL, no time. I really spend like 0 hours a week on private label, just because like once you get it set up, it just goes forever. Let's see. When you first set up your FB account, should you set up yourself as an individual? You sure can. You can always change it later. If your stream keeps buffering, open it in a new browser, just for anybody who has buffering problems. Any advice when to study for the MCAT? I graduated in 1.5 years. About to study, afraid I'm late. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, man. Do you feel it's too late to get into Q4? Not necessarily. If you get started like now, over the next couple weeks, you can actually get. I mean, if you're doing arbitrage, for private label, you're kind of pushing it. But for arbitrage, you can get products in stock by the heightened sales, which is like basically if you can get it in stock before Thanksgiving, then you're good. And if not, I think the cutoff is December 3rd or 5th. I think it's December 5th is the cutoff for Christmas stuff. So try to get it in by December 5th. Let's see, it's the best place to find a source list. Google. Oh, my nose. Sorry, guys. My nose is seriously itchy. If I have a question, would you answer through email? Yep. You bet, Marcus. Absolutely. Do you plan to take your car to the track? Yes. I'm going to take my car to the track next month. Talk about my GTR. Break from the Amazon questions. Okay, let's talk about my GTR, guys. It's beautiful. I missed driving it when I was in New York. I came home. I was like, I got to let her loose, and I just, it was a beautiful day out. I just got in the car and drove, man. Yeah. I don't know. The rims and I am gonna paint it. I have pretty much decided on matte black. All right. So I know that people will probably be like, "Don't do it," but some people will do it. A lot of my friends have told me that it would look really good in matte black. I think it will also look really good in matte black. So I'm probably gonna paint it matte black either this week or next week. And yeah, I think it's gonna look really good. There's another GTR in my parking garage that is black, but it's glossy black, and it looks really good. So yeah, I'm either gonna plastic dip it or wrap it or something like that. But it's gonna be probably matte black. So there you go. Did you ever go to college? If so, where? Yeah, I went to Texas A&M in College Station. So if you are in Texas, you will know which college that is, but otherwise you probably won't. But it is one of the most prestigious universities in the entire state, and it is nationally ranked in the top 10 for engineering, or maybe top 20, I don't remember. It's a good school. It's a great school. That's where I got this ring right here. See, it says Texas A&M on it. It's upside down. Let me rotate it so you can read it there. Oh man, I'm just gonna wiggle that around till you read it. So you can kind of see it says Texas A&M University, 1876 when we were founded. So school's like over 100 and something years old. It's pretty old. I'm feeling that GTR. Yeah, man, I'm feeling it too. Yeah, the RS. The RS is a nice car. It looks like a WRX. I like the RS. I'm thinking about selling the GTR to buy a Ford Focus RS. What do you guys think? I don't know. The stereo system, yeah, I bet you got a nice bumping stereo system. Should be Conor McGregor for Halloween. I think I'm being a pirate. Being a pirate for Halloween. I'll post pictures on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. My handle is @JocoSeriousJordan. Go follow me on Insta. Let's see, are you going to do a video on OA dedicated for newbies who are gated? My tactical arbitrage video I did last week was video on OA, and there was some gated products, but you do it the same way whether you're gated or not. You would just not sell the products that are gated. But I'll probably be working on some more tactical arbitrage videos over the next couple weeks because it's a really amazing program. Yes, I've got aftermarket exhaust. I've got an Armatrix full titanium exhaust, as well as a Y pipe. So, yeah, if you go watch, yeah, get a 4x4 Tundra and douche it out, and get a custom license plate. Oh my gosh. What are your thoughts on automotive college? If you want to be a mechanic, then that would be what you'd want to do. So there you go. Let's see. GTR, I need you to drive carefully, wear your seatbelt. You're a huge resource of knowledge for me. Yeah, I'll try not to kill myself. I feel like a lot of people would, a lot of people are using me for information. So if I die, I can't give out information anymore, right? Ever think of getting a motorcycle? No, man. That's dangerous. Like after driving the GTR, I'm like, I can't imagine driving a motorcycle that's like equivalently as fast and not having anything around me to protect me, like no airbags. Like, nah, that's crazy too much. Oh my. I think if you just search my name on Instagram, let me see. Shoot, I've got a message from my supplier, one of my Alibaba suppliers. So I'm selling this PL product. It's this new PL launch that I did, and it's selling way better than I thought it was. I ordered 300 units for all of Q4, and I thought I was going to sell maybe a couple a day. No big deal. It's not a very big market. Ended up starting to sell like 5, 10 a day, and I'm like, it's not even the height of the season. So I'm like, hey, I need to order another 300 units of this product. So, but yeah, it's going along better than I thought it was. Let's see. Let me see. If I search for myself on Instagram, will I find myself? Jordan Kilburn. Yeah, I'm the first result under Jordan Kilburn. See this? There I am right there. This is me right here. Not I don't know who this is. This is me. And that's not me either. I'm the first result. I'm Joko Serious. This guy right here. This is me. All right. That's me right there. Go follow. Stop itching your nose. I know, I wish I could. It's just so itchy. I don't know why. Maybe I should just get some lotion and just slather my face with it. It's whatever. You make me do the same. I know, right? It's like yawning. You see someone else do it and then you do it yourself. 93 Harley Davidson Dyna with wide glide. That's a nice bike. I mean, I'm not against motorcycles. I just personally wouldn't want to have one. Were you bullied in high school? Because I'm being bullied. I need to help stop this. I want to know that I'm not alone. Absolutely, Austin. Believe it or not, I was bullied quite a bit in high school. Actually, pretty badly. Not like physically, but people are mean, Austin. People are just mean, and it doesn't stop. I'm not. This is supposed to make you feel better. But even when you grow up and become an adult, people are still mean. People say mean things all the time. To me, I mean, just go look through some of my YouTube comments. People are mean. Best advice I could give you is to just tone it out. Just stop listening to them, because it's not like they know you, right? The people that bully you usually don't even know you. So why would you even, yeah. Why would you listen to someone that doesn't know you? So that's my motivational advice for you. Can I start selling from my phone? I'd recommend you get at least a laptop. You probably could actually sell from your phone. But yeah. I'm going to run out of stock for a week. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm out of stock on one of my PL products too. It sucks. The Wolf interview was not good in my opinion. I thought he disrespected you. What are your thoughts? So Joseph, I don't think he necessarily disrespected me. I think he's just a disrespectful person in general. I mean, he's the Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, have you ever seen a wolf in person? Like, they're not nice creatures, okay? They're pretty mean. I think the interview went well, honestly. I think he gave some good answers on some good questions. Obviously, his opinions and my opinions are not the same on some things. Some people were commenting saying, that I'm an idiot, and I'm like, listen, this isn't my opinion on some of these topics he's saying, but I think it went well personally, and I think a lot of people got some interesting stuff out of it, but I don't think he necessarily disrespected me. I think he's just that's just who he is. I mean, think about doing cocaine and quaaludes for half a decade, going to jail for 2 years, getting out and trying to turn your life around. You're probably going to be a jerk. So, tell us more about your course if you were to sum it up. Oh man, there's a lot to it. It's concise, but there's a lot of information packed into it. Pretty much every other course that I've ever seen for Amazon will teach you how to sell private label. So I made the necessary advance to teach you how to sell in 4 different ways, which is private label, the one that everyone else teaches, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and wholesale. So tons of different, it's a lot more than any of these other courses out there that teach you just private label. The thing with private label is it's great, but it's hard to start Whereas OA is easy to start, easy. RA is even easier. You go to the Goodwill store and you just pick stuff up and scan it, and you buy the stuff that's profitable and you ship it in. Like that's it. You know, PL you got to worry about tons of other stuff. So, but that's just the sum up. If you want to read everything that's included, click the is it the first link? I think it's the first link in the description, and I've actually listed out everything that's included in the course, so you can read through. It's like a whole summary. If you're curious, I don't want to, you know, because a lot of people watching already know all about it, so I don't want to bore them too much, you know, going over it over and over and over. Let's see. Didn't answer your first question. What was your first question? I didn't see your first question. Sorry. If I were a hot dog and I was starving, would I eat myself? I would probably just eat like my toes. So am I a hot dog? Am I made of hot dogs? Like are my arms also a bunch of hot dogs like combined, or am I just one giant hot dog, no arms, no legs, just sitting here like a hot dog, just like? Because at that point, how would you eat yourself? You know, you can't bend. I've never seen a hot dog like able to bend around. If I was made of hot dogs and I was starving, I'd probably eat part of my calf, like for my leg, and I'd probably eat a little bit of my bicep, just like little chunks off the top. But you know, hopefully that would sustain me until I could find some other food. You know, I don't know what hot dogs eat, but you know. I like that question. It's fun. And it's not always about Amazon, Gabriel. Exactly. You gotta do that. Any tips on how to increase pay using Google AdSense? If yes, how? I'm new to this. I want to be able to give my family. I don't really use Google AdSense at all, so I'm not the right person to ask about that. Sorry. This community that Jordan has is pretty amazing. If you all ain't a part of that, we have fun and make money. That's exactly what we do. That's what we do every day, all day. Make money and have fun. What more could you want? You know, come on. How many PLs do you have? Let me look. You know, I'm gonna pull it up right now, and I'm just gonna count. I'm gonna count. Count. You'll have to find them all because I got all these arbitrage products in here too. So I'm not actually sure. Oh God, no. Okay, there's too many arbitrage products. I'm not even gonna be able to find my PLs. I would say, like, pardon me, probably 12 total. And then like God knows how many arbitrage products. I wrote a song for my GF and was wondering if you know anyone on YouTube that would sing it on YouTube. No, I don't follow any singers on YouTube. No, I don't personally know. Sorry, Austin. Give us a pitch about your course, please. I don't like pitching stuff. I don't like direct sales, honestly. For me, if someone wants to learn and someone wants to take my course and they trust me, then they'll do it. They don't need to be sold to. They don't need a pitch. They don't need this, that, and the other. You know, you can go to the page that you buy the course and you can read everything that's included. And if you know me and you listen to me and you think I'm a good teacher, you'll buy the course if you've got the money, of course. You know, I don't need to sit here and sell stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not necessary. You know, I've got my students and I like my students and I like the group that I've made. So I don't feel like I need to go out there and try to get as many students as I possibly can, you know, run all these different funnels and ads and nonsense like that. If you want to join, you're more than welcome, and we make money and have fun. Where was I? You are too nice. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. I need to go to sleep, but I'm afraid to miss out on the info. You win. No, man, go to sleep. We're having fun. You're not gonna miss anything. Can you sum up wholesale? Wholesale is just when you buy from a distributor. That's pretty much it. You buy from a distributor or a manufacturer of a product that is not your brand. So it's someone else's brand. You get the rights to sell that brand, and then you can buy from their manufacturer. That's pretty much what wholesale is. Sausage party. Wow, really good. Trying that tomorrow. Cool. Thank you, Americans. Yeah, no, that's true, Daniel. Living on the opposite side of the planet. Can we do this live stuff with course members only? We can. I've done it. I did a live video on Facebook and nobody came. There was 0 people watching and I was live for like 10 minutes just sitting there talking to myself like, wonder if any of my students want to watch, and nobody came. So I've tried. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know exactly how to go about doing that besides on Facebook. Run a webinar and invite everybody, but I don't think it would benefit really that much. What'd you get on your ACT test? I didn't take the ACT, I took the SAT, and I do not know what I got on that either. What's your take on cryptocurrency? God, Phil. It's a lot, man. I don't want to get into crypto. This whole weekend, honestly, at the event, a lot of people talking about crypto. I've heard enough about crypto. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. Ask me in a few days. All right, ask me in a few days. I'll give you my take on crypto. I think it's no one knows. No one knows. That's my answer for you. Jordan, weren't we going to do live stream with just members? That's what I was saying with the Facebook thing. I tried and was in there by myself for like 10 minutes. No one watched, so I was like, all right, well, bye. Just curious to how your course works. Yeah, I mean, maybe the page isn't covering enough. Basically, you get everything that's included on the page where you buy the course, and then you get access to our private group that everybody's been talking about. Feel free to email me, post in the group. You can schedule a call with me on Skype or Facebook or whatever. So there's a lot of basically it's a mentorship. That's what it is. Basically I become your mentor on selling on Amazon. That's what the whole program is about. What if I don't have enough money to buy your course? Are there alternatives and discounts to buy it? Yeah, Max, that happens. That's why I run these discounts all the time. Like, you can get 15% off, which is like $100 if you use the code BIG15. But if you still can't afford it, what I recommend people do is like start selling like OA and like try to get the ball rolling. Then or save money. If you've got a job, just put some money back every now and then, save up some money and get it. Because I haven't had any students tell me that it wasn't like amazingly beneficial. I have had a few students refund, but it's because they like needed that money for something else, or they didn't have the time to do it. So basically they weren't committed to actually doing it. But I haven't had anybody refund on, telling me that it was useless or that they hated it or whatever. Like, everybody has been very positive about it, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to put something out there that really helps people, and it does. So, you make enough money, why do you charge for your course? That's a great question. People ask me that a lot. The reason I charge for my course is because I want to limit the number of students I have. If it were free, I would have, I think I've got 87,000 subscribers on YouTube. I would probably have half of that in students, and there is no physical way that I could handle that many students. So I priced it. It actually took me a very long time to decide on the price, but I personally think I priced it appropriately for what it's worth, and to limit the number of students that I have. Because if you're serious about selling on Amazon, you don't have a problem paying for a course. And I only want serious students. So that's why there's a price tag on it. Are you a middle child? No, I'm actually the eldest. I have a little brother who is 4.5 years younger than me. For the live stuff with your group, please inform us in advance. Good idea. No crypto stuff. Yes. No crypto stuff. Oh, man. When are you coming to visit the Holy Land? Honestly, I would love to visit Israel, to be completely honest. do a week of YouTube ads and you have enough, I would. It's not that I don't have enough to come visit. I just am very busy, and yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of trips lined up currently. You know, maybe next year. Maybe I'll come visit Israel next year. I think that'd be fun. I lost my place as far as questions go. Let's see. Everybody's still trying to get Austin his song. So, how many students have you mentored? I've mentored over 300 students so far, and it's working pretty well for him. So, what's the best product to start selling? What kind of products? Should we start with no risk? John, you are in the wrong place if you're looking for a no risk way to make money. Although Amazon is very low risk, there's no such thing as a no risk situation. Even if you had a 9-to-5 job, there's still risk with that. So there's no such thing as no risk, buddy. Sorry. Let's see. What do you attribute the biggest success in your life to? How about your largest failures? Biggest success in my life. Honestly, I attribute it to the fact that I just like don't give up on things. Like I'll just keep going at it. That's the biggest. And then as far as largest failures, no, to be honest with you, I haven't had that many, which is really nice. I mean, I've lost thousands of dollars selling different products that I shouldn't have been, that were either trademark, copyrighted, patented, or whatever. Those are some big business failures that I've gone through. So let's see. What's the benefit of your course versus another not naming course from other YouTubers? It's like I said a little earlier, every other course out there only teaches private label. And I haven't seen ones that go really in depth as far as like brand registry and like trademarks and enhanced brand content, things like that. So I go into depth more with that for sure. And I also teach you online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and wholesale. So I teach you 3 other ways to sell aside from just private label. I'm learning tons. It's definitely worth the price, and we'll teach you what you need to know to see value and potential of the program. See, this is exactly why I don't need to sit and try to sell people, because I've got tons of students that are successful and they love it, and so they're the ones telling everybody. I don't need to sit here and be a salesperson. And I don't really like salespeople. Have you ever tried to go buy a car? Guys, when I went to buy my car, it was just, oh my God, salesman. I just can't do it. I can't deal with salesmen. Tactical arbitrage, the website, good? Yes. Can you teach us how to use tactical arbitrage besides product search? I have no idea to wholesale. Wholesale, you have to have an Excel spreadsheet of products with UPCs in there. All right, so you have to have the UPC and the price that you buy it for. Then you just upload it into TACARB and it sorts through it. But you have to have a spreadsheet from your wholesaler. So it doesn't go and find wholesalers. Like tactical arbitrage doesn't find wholesalers. But it will help you sort through a wholesaler list, which I use all the time for my wholesalers. They'll send me spreadsheets of all their products that are in stock with the prices. Throw that into tactical arbitrage, come back an hour later. There's all the products that I should buy. And that's pretty much how it works. What do you think about tactical arbitrage? I think very highly of it. So your biggest success is being relentless. Yeah, exactly. I can be relentless, as you can imagine. I definitely can't imagine. What was your best day in revenue? It was probably last Christmas, last Q4. It was probably like $7,000 or $8,000 in a single day. Honestly, I don't know. I have to go back and look, but there was a few days last Q4 that was just insane. No, not the horse-sized duck or duck-sized horses. Oh my God, I would definitely choose the one horse-sized duck though, because it's just like that's it. You know, you take it down and you're done. Now, ducks are violent. Horses aren't, so smaller ducks or smaller horses the size of ducks wouldn't be that bad, but I'd still go with the horse-sized duck, personally. My name isn't Eric. He sells cars for a living. Well, Eric, that's really awkward. I'm sorry that I insulted your career. I'm sure you're not that bad of a car salesman. Sorry. I don't mean it as an insult. I don't particularly like salesmen. And I'm not alone. It's a millennial thing. Millennials don't really like being sold to. If I get your course now, what do you think the longevity of your method will last? Honestly, years and years. Even if Amazon were to go under somehow, which is not going to happen, the information in the course teaches you just how to like build a brand and sell things. Like it doesn't have to be just related to Amazon. So I think it's a program that will last a very very long time. And yes, I do update my course. I did just revamp a lot of things. Tactical Arbitrage came out with an update, so I made an updated video for it. Um, and I add lectures. I add lectures a lot. So let's see. Is Arbitrage PL a reliable source of income? Or should you set aside money in case it crumbles? Yeah, I mean it's pretty reliable. I personally have like 6 months worth of expenses put back, in case anything happens. But I recommend you do that even if you have a job. Like it doesn't matter. You can lose your job at any day due to budget cutbacks or something like that. And you could get suspended on Amazon. So it's probably more likely of you losing your job than getting suspended. If you play by the rules, you won't get suspended. You can play by the rules at a 9 to 5 job and still get laid off due to budget cuts or something like that. So that's just yeah. Let's see. I agree with Kyle's question. Well, good thing that I just answered it. You answered my email earlier today. I just want to say thanks. The course is great so far. Welcome, buddy. Anytime. I tried tactical arbitrage. Every product didn't match or was out of stock. You must have done it wrong. Probably. It sounds like you did do it wrong. You want to make sure to match UPC. It'll get rid of a lot of those mismatches. And then, it depends on the place you source. And then as far as out of stock, it's kind of difficult. It sounds like you found good products, but someone else got to them before you. That's why you were getting those out of stock ones. Clothing is not good to get into, in my opinion. Doesn't mean you couldn't do it. It just means that I personally don't do it. Oh, yeah, don't do clothing. Yeah, I agree with that. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling good. I'm tired. When I was in New York, I only slept like 4 hours each night I was there. So I took a nice nap yesterday, but I'm still pretty tired. I'm probably going to go to bed pretty early tonight. I'm still recovering. As an introvert, going to a conference and being surrounded by people for 2 days straight, it's mentally tiring. It was a lot of fun, but it's very tiring for me. If you're an introvert, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Being surrounded by people is just exhausting. It's fun, but it's exhausting. Best books on the shelf behind you. Yeah, I got 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight. Those are the best. I also have Garfield. This is Garfield right here. I've got the first 9 books, which is actually probably worth a lot of money. I could probably sell those. Like the actual original first book of Garfield is right there on that bookshelf right there. And then I got Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and then of course up here I've got all the good books like the self-help, self-improvement books and stuff like that. But oh yeah. How long do your courses take? It's 4.5 hours, maybe 5. I've added some content. It might be 5 hours now. But not too long. It's concise, straight to the point, stuff like that. Your family must be proud of you. They are. When I first quit my job, my mom freaked out a ton, and a lot of my friends and my friends' families also freaked out a ton, and they were really worried for me. But I just trusted my ability to do what I was doing, and I put in the work, and it worked out well. And I would say, yeah, people, my friends and family are pretty proud of me, which is cool. Amazon added grocery to their inventory. Yeah, they added Whole Foods. They sell Whole Food stuff now, which is cool. Biggest waste of human potential is not living up to your potential. Everybody has potential to be a great person. Maybe not monetarily, maybe not in a relationship, maybe not in the ways that we would think great, but every person has a potential to be the greatest version of themselves. And it's almost a blessing and a curse for me is I see that potential in a lot of people, and then I see the fact that they're not living up to it, and that is the biggest waste, in my opinion. Any ideas how you could capitalize on the new grocery industry expansion? Just start selling stuff in grocery. That's the best way to capitalize on it. Yes, the Garfield books are great. I read them every now and then. You don't seem like an introvert. I know, but let me tell you right now, I'm tired. I am so tired. I know I don't seem like an introvert, but it's because there's no one in this room. I'm actually alone. I'm just talking into a webcam. It's totally different than talking face to face with someone. So it's doable for me. You know, making videos online and stuff, it's not exhausting like it is being around people. But yeah, I know I try to break out of it. You know, I'm not a loner. There's a difference between being an introvert and being a loner. I'm not a loner. I'm just introverted. But Jim Davis is from your town. That's actually really cool. What superpower would I choose and why? Probably the ability to read minds. Just so I could read people's minds, because that'd be fun. Daughter wants to take a bath and she says she pooped in her pants. Well, I would go take care of that. I'm probably gonna get off pretty soon because I'm starting to get a little delirious. I'm 24 years old, by the way, Julia. Just turned 24 last month. Your hair's a freak. I totally agree. I need to get a haircut. I need to do something with it. It's just out of control right now. Top favorite movies. It's the Titanic. I do like the Titanic. I really like, honestly, the classics like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. You know, even Harry Potter's really good. Star Wars. You know, just the classics, man. Those are just the good ones. So, yeah, Daniel, I agree. I'm tired, and it's only 8:30 here, so I'm gonna go to bed as well pretty soon. Xbox or PS4? PC Master Race, baby. Don't know what you mean. Do you have any exercise habits? You never talk about it. You look very healthy. Well, I'm glad that I look healthy. Honestly, you could just work out. You know, like 3 times a week, doing some cardio, weightlifting. Just eat healthy. You know, don't eat fast food when you don't have to. Sometimes you have to. Like on the trip in New York, I had to eat McDonald's. It was like the only thing there. You know, sometimes you do, but I cook almost all of my own meals from scratch. You know, like take the chicken, cut it up, cook it in a pan. You know, like you just eat healthy. You know, it's time consuming, but it's worth it because you feel better. And apparently you look better too. Do you play any instruments? Yeah, I play guitar and piano. If I start taking your course, what will my success rate be in selling on Amazon? Buddy, like I said, I can't guarantee anything. I don't exactly know. If you stick with it, there's no reason that you shouldn't be successful. So. Favorite game right now is probably actually I'm having a lot of fun on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I also like Overwatch, and I played a game called Factorial for a while. It was really fun. What exactly is love, man? Well, technically, it's just a chemical imbalance in your brain that produces hormones. I'm not going to get into that too much, you know. My name's Eric. Just enrolled. Let's make this happen. Eric, you bet it, man. You bet, buddy. Let's do it. Oh man. Okay, guys, I am tired, and I actually haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm gonna go cook and eat and go to bed, and I will talk to you guys later. I will upload that video tomorrow from New York. It's really cool. You know, Gary Vee talking and everybody like that. But yeah, so yeah, more tactical arbitrage videos coming pretty soon, and you know, updates and new stuff like that. So everybody, thanks for coming out and watching. You know, I really appreciate you guys coming and watching my streams because you You don't have to. I mean, everybody's busy, but you guys take some time out of your day to come watch, and I really appreciate it. So, everybody, have a good night or good day, depending on where you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.